Imagine a regular workday taking an unexpected turn when someone gets arrested on the job. Let's look at 4 instances where people get arrested on their jobs. On December 23, 2021, the police responded to a disturbance at Burger King involving an employee. The employee demanded payment in cash, which the establishment didn't accommodate. When the police arrived, the employee didn't want to talk to the female officer.
Is she refusing?
I'm walking, but I don't want that woman to touch me.
Come on.
The employee claimed that the male coworker had physically grabbed her and threatened to fire her on her first day, refusing to pay her and making excuses about a pay card. The employee also mentioned feeling harassed and requested not to be touched by the female officer present.
I need something. Please stop getting close to me, woman.
Yep. Here. What do you think you're doing?
The situation intensified, leading to the arrest of the employee. The arrest involved physical restraint, leading to protests from the employee about being hurt and difficulty breathing. The employee accused the officers of unfairly targeting her and dared them to shoot.
Go ahead, shoot me.
Relax.
I dare you.
Relax. Stop.
As the arrest unfolded, the employee expressed distrust and disdain for women, stating that they always harassed her. The employee mentioned feeling threatened by the male coworker and insisted on talking only to men. The employee continued to assert her rights, expressing frustration and anger towards the female officer involved in the arrest.
Because I didn't want a woman to talk to, because they're always looking at my ass all the time. That's what they do. They throw me away.
The arrest ultimately resulted in misdemeanor charges. In the end, a deferred sentence was granted after the employee completed a state program. Let's look at another case where someone got arrested at their job. On February 20, 2023, Officer Caffroni responded to a call involving an intoxicated ex-employee refusing to leave the property.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi.
You doing okay?
Yeah, hi. What's your name?
I am Officer Caffroni from Miles Police.
Hi.
As the conversation progresses, the employee's behavior becomes rude, and you can clearly tell that she was intoxicated.
Do you have any idea why I'm here?
No clue.
Would you like to know what I'm here for?
That's your problem.
The conversation takes a turn when the officer mentions the termination of the person's employment at Chevrolet. She says her mother is going to pick her up, but the manager informs her that she spoke to her mother and learned that she is not coming to pick her up. The employee calls her mother and starts talking to her. At this point, the officers had enough.
Okay, I've had enough. We're going. We're going outside.
Are you touching me?
Let's go outside. We've asked you to leave. Let's go.
Grab your purse.
We're going outside. Let's go.
Are you touching me?
Yes, everyone's asked you to leave. Let's go.
The employee resists, claiming that the company will be sued, and the officer proceeds to arrest her.
Bro, this whole company's gonna be sued.
You
Come
could've
on,
just-
take me out, bitch! Take me out, bitch!
She was charged with disturbing the peace, trespassing, and resisting an officer. The next case is a classic example of why you shouldn't steal from your employer. On June 6, 2021, a frustrated business owner dialed 911 to report a significant theft that occurred at her store during an audit. The discovery revealed that an astonishing $25,000 had inexplicably vanished. Initially, the owner was clueless about the identity of the thief, but suspicions pointed towards an employee who had started flaunting new cars and regularly bringing in new Gucci bags each week. In response, the owner decided to take matters into her own hands and devised a counter-sting operation. She marked the bills with a distinctive letter before law enforcement arrived, intending to confirm that the money was indeed stolen from her cash register, complete with recorded serial numbers. The officers approached the employee, introducing themselves from the police department and explaining the reason for their visit.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Castleberry Police Department.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm here today is because we got a call in reference to something. I was wondering if we could talk to you for a second. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
Is there somewhere we can talk to her?
If you want to privately, you can just go in the back.
Yeah, you go.
The employee has read her Miranda rights, emphasizing her right to remain silent and the potential consequences of anything she says. As the conversation progresses, the officers present evidence implicating the employee, including video footage, timestamps, and marked bills. The employee eventually admits to the theft, citing financial struggles and the recent purchase of a new car.
I did do it. I'm having some issues with money right now.
The employee cooperates, provides further details, and ultimately agrees to return the stolen money. The officers, seemingly understanding but firm, inform her that she is under investigative detention, not immediately resorting to handcuffs.
And I have to tell you at this moment, you're being placed in investigative detention. I'm not going to put you in cuffs or nothing like that right now. We'll get to that later, okay?
The officers gather evidence, including identified bills and additional cash found on the employee. The employee is informed of her impending arrest for theft. She receives a year of probation and must repay $20,000. The next case we are about to discuss will leave you shocked. In early 2023, detectives received a Crime Stoppers tip indicating that a store employee at the Treasure Coast Square Mall in Jensen Beach, Florida, was involved in drug dealing. The suspect, a 27-year-old male named Patrick, had chosen to engage in an illicit side hustle within Zumiez, a store where he sold hallucinogens and other unconventional items to customers of all ages. According to the Martin County Sheriff's Office, Patrick had been selling mushrooms for a couple of months. Undercover detectives approached Patrick at the store, subsequently returning on 2 separate occasions to purchase psychedelic mushrooms from him. On September 1st, Patrick's illegal enterprise faced a sudden downfall. Patrick is approached by law enforcement officers inside the store.
Patrick, how are you, buddy? What up? Patrick. I gotta put your hands behind your back. We'll explain everything in a second.
They question him, and upon searching his black backpack, they discover a 30-gram plastic Ziploc bag containing mushrooms that tested positive for psilocybin. Patrick is then handcuffed and taken into custody. During the interview at the police department, Patrick is informed of the charges against him. Throughout the interview, Patrick admits to selling mushrooms for about a year, with the last 2 months being at Zumiez. He claims to source the mushrooms locally at the mall from an old friend. Patrick justifies his actions by stating that he didn't think he was doing anything wrong and that he mainly sold mushrooms for extra money and helping people.
Partially for the money, but at the same time, mushrooms for a lot of people are medicine and they help a lot of people with a lot of issues, so I don't...
Charges against Patrick included possession of a controlled substance, intent to sell, manufacture, and distribute Schedule I, 3, or 4 drugs. Additionally, he was charged with the unlawful use of a two-way communication device. If you enjoy the content, then consider subscribing. See you in the next video.